Back.
Man,
Holla at your mama, man. You know?
I don't know about you. That felt like a long time, huh? You know what I mean?
I don't know if I should like get the top of my head or show some love to the Knicks right now. We're gonna show some love to the Knicks, man. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna show some love to the Knicks, bruh?
Go New York, go New York, go. Why we ain't got no fire shit like that for like none of our teams? What the Mavs little call and receive shit like?
You say call and receive?
Yeah, like they little chant, go New York, go New York, go. We ain't got no shit like that.
Um, Something in MFFL, the Mass Fans for Life shit.
Man, that shit sound weak as fuck.
that's the only thing I know about, bruh. I'm sorry to
Hell
tell you.
no,
I'm
man. We
sorry to
ain't
tell you, bruh. I'm
We
sorry,
ain't
man.
ride, bro. We ain't ride. We need to come up with some fire. Bring back what my man name? Uh yeah, buddy. Wasn't he like the or was that for the
Dero,
Cowboys? The row. Was
Dero.
it the Cowboys or the Mavs? Like they were like using his song.
Uh, Man,
I
that
want to
might have
say
been
was it the I think it was the Mavs, bro.
probably was the Mavericks. The Cowboys.
I don't see Jerry doing no fly shit like that for real.
Yeah.
Hell no. While we on the subject of Texas and whatnot, I'm looking at the menu for the state fair. The state fair here, and it started September 26th, and I think it ends on the 16th of October.
Yeah, I've seen it. The bitches been looking dead up there. I seen
That's
people
good.
post.
That's great.
Yeah,
Last
I
year was
seen.
shootouts and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I done seen
nah, this
people.
year
They
if it's
raised the
dead,
prices and they stopped
that's
letting.
fine.
They stopped giving free tickets to high school students. So
That'll help with the violence. These young niggas is out of control, nigga. Niggas used to fight back in my
you
day.
got curfews at the mall now. You got all sorts of shit.
The curfew's been in effect for a
Hmm.
couple years now. So they got some Baja fish tacos. Can't eat those.
No,
They have a how you say that? Baraya. What is it called?
Maria.
Berea ramen bowl.
Uh huh. Okay.
Calling all ramen lovers
The Rama.
the ramen. A bed of ramen tossed with
Come on, you
corn,
got it. You can get it.
cilantro,
You can get it. You can
crispy
get it.
onion, flavored and tendered baraya meat, whatever, on top of the melted mozzarella. This might be your bag. I wouldn't try that shit though. Okay, they got some Cajun stuffed seashells.
Okay.
See, jumbo pasta shells are cooked al dente, perfection. Then the heaven. I can't read right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
Them shits look fire. They got chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh, they got pictures of all this.
Oh yeah.
Okay. See,
Churro,
see,
cheesecake,
I don't
jalapeno
see.
popper.
I don't look it up before I go. I just go and like see what I spot. You know what I mean?
Last year, the menu looked like it was complete bullshit. Like we looked it up at my job,
Uh
so
huh. I
I was like,
I I
it,
I
it,
I act like I don't get. I get the same thing every time I go.
turkey
So
leg.
that's Shelby's bag
Okay, what's your bag?
because like with the turkey leg, you just like never finish it. You just like
Yeah,
you walk around with this like slab of meat.
I can't get over the fact like turkey legs is like a medieval like
Yeah,
thing.
very,
And every
very.
time I would like watch a movie that got a turkey
Yeah.
leg in it, I'm like, man, that shit cold. That shit don't look done. Even though turkey meat is like it's probably smoked back in the day, so
But
the meat gonna still be pink. But I ain't with all that shit.
yeah, I mean, I always get a Fletcher's corn dog. You got to get a
Of
Fletcher's
course,
corn
yeah,
dog.
yeah. Corn
I
dog.
get a
I ain't no
Belgian
corn dog.
waffle.
Okay.
Um, I I s- I stopped by Floyd's Catfish because they're only at the fair.
Mm.
Um, and then if I have room, what does that sound?
Mm.
I hear it's me. Apparently, I don't know. I heard something.
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah, like a fuzzy thing.
Mm-hmm. What
Hmm.
was that?
My brother, my brother.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
It was like every time I was talking. I don't
It's
know.
gone now.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. And what's the last on the list?
Um, I'll find like a sweet.
Well, they got a cornbread donut.
That sounds alright
Uh,
though. I would eat
yeah,
that.
it sounds deep fried carabona, carnabora, Carbonara. What is
Oh,
that?
carbonara, like the
The fuck?
pasta.
Have you ever had a corn on go fried Italian pasta? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So they go in like what's worldly themes?
yeah.
Fried pickle bombs. That shit looks disgusting.
The pickle
They ain't got no
bombs.
chicken on the menu at all, bro. What y'all doing? Lobster three ways. I bet that shit is expensive.
Yeah, I
Okay, well,
remember they had like fried lobster tail. It was like 44 tickets.
nigga, I'm going in there. If I go, I'm trying to see some. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And try to win a teddy bear or something, bro. That's
A
about it.
teddy bear.
I
Nice.
don't know, bro. I ain't been in the fair so long. I might get on something right quick. But anyways, while we're on attractions
You
and
hear
shit,
bands,
before
right?
we get into our well, I don't know. I guess we can go ahead. I mean, week was fine, nothing crazy.
I mean, I just want to say like
Mhm.
me so hold on before I go too far. What
Oop, oop, oop.
episode is this? Hold on, I'll tell you in
Come
just
on,
a
nigga.
second.
Wow, I fucked my camera up. I should have left it alone.
As always, yo, I'm hearing that noise. I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. It's only when I'm talking though I hear it. I don't know if it's from your end or what, but yeah, it's 304. What episode we're on?
304.
Okay,
Perfect.
but um, so me and Chris have been talking offline for a couple weeks now about you know kind of refocusing the show, getting it back to kind of where we were starting at. We were doing, I mean, in this day and age, you kind of gotta like do all this shit, with this kind of thing to kind of grab attention. But we were doing some random stuff. I'm not saying we're gonna stop doing that stuff, but I feel like the main episodes we're going back to the essence almost on this shit. Um, so me and Chris talked about it, and so from going forward, this is gonna be the format of the show. Um, uh, and it's gonna happen for a couple of reasons, but basically what's happening from now on is that we are gonna talk about one movie, and then we're gonna basically pair an album, probably hip hop most of the time, unless there's something else that just really comes to mind. But we're gonna try to pair a hip hop album to the movie we watch. Um, so like wine and cheese, but with movies and music, that kind of thing. There's a couple reasons for that. Is that now we could talk about movies we revisited or new movies that come out. Like this week, we're talking about One Battle After Another. So new movie here, but we're gonna alternate choices. So after the episode, we get to the end episode. Chris is gonna pick a movie for me and him to watch, and then after we watch the movie, sometimes we will pair an album with it, and then the following episode, I will pick the following movie, and we're just gonna alternate from then on. Um, and then for the albums, it could be literally from any decade that we're thinking of. Um, but this will not pigeonhole us into just talking about the newest albums, not letting them digest long enough. Like we're just like, hey, I listened to Young Thug's album 4 times, and we're like, yeah, that's what I thought about it. But like some albums that we can marinate on, or like, oh, this is why this album is that way, and we can kind of revisit some of our favorite stuff, or maybe even find it out. Like maybe if Chris recommends an album for a movie and I never listened to it, I can finally listen to an album, vice versa. Because like I know Chris has not hit the whole Roots discography. You know what I'm saying? Like I know he hasn't done that. Um,
No, I have not.
so, but that's what I'm saying. There could be a chance for to finally tap into some of that stuff you never really might have listened to, like an MF Doom album, for instance. You know what I mean? Like you just don't know.
I'm caught up on that shit for sure.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. This is the beauty of this part. And then same thing with movies as well. Like my goal is to get Chris out of his comfort zone, like on what he would normally watch, um, because I want him to watch certain movies. But so that's gonna be the format going forward. And if like I said, if there's a new movie that me and Chris are like really want to go see, then of course we'll talk about that movie, and then we'll pair nominate that. But in the interim times that there's not something that we're both like wanting to go see together, then we're gonna choose an older movie or something newish if it's something there. But it'll be random, so you guys won't know until the end of the episode, basically. So
I do have something to say about my comfort zone quickly, and
yeah.
then I want to bring up something, and then we'll dive into one battle after another. I find myself attracted or drawn to rather either film or uh, movies or sports players, anything mainstream, pop culturally appropriate topics. I
Mm-hmm.
find myself drawn to the draw because something in my mind's trying to figure out why everyone's so critical, either negatively or positively,
About
and
something.
not
Yeah.
about something, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
something kind of flies under the radar, then I come to it on my own. Like for instance, when you first showed me Black Dynamite, nobody was talking about Black Dynamite on Facebook at that time,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
about how great it was. Then I
Uh-huh.
watched it, I was like, it was like the best kept secret or whatever. But
Uh-huh.
if we're talking about like critically acclaimed things, and I see a bunch of like chatter or hear a bunch of chatter about it, I'm I'm uh I'm wanting to form my own opinion on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it has some like deep psychological shit going on, like about acceptance or something from, I'm sure, trauma from the childhood or whatever, trying to figure out like why these things are accepted or whatever. But
Okay.
I do find myself being on like, okay, that's because I had to think about it actually recently. Like, why am I only like, why won't I step out and try to listen to something like, you know what I'm saying? And then I came with the conclusion that I'm just drawn to things people are critical of because I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
understand why
Yeah.
it's so popular or why it's so negatively reviewed or whatever.
And
So
that's not to say it's a bad thing, right?
right,
Like,
right,
because
right,
I mean,
right.
there there's only so much time in a day, right? Or
True.
like, and then especially as the age we're at, like that time is even more finite because we have to make choices on what we are doing in our free
Yeah.
time, right?
Yep.
Even you having no kids, right? Like you still only have a certain amount of time of luxury that you can afford yourself before you give yourself a nice bedtime. Like even though
Right.
you don't have to technically do it because no one's telling you
Right.
to do it, but like you're like,
Right.
I know I gotta go to sleep at least at this point in time, so I have
Right.
this
To
much time
wake
for
up
free time.
refreshed
And then
and
on my off days,
yeah.
generally what we do is errands, we do
Yeah.
laundry, we do all this other shit that we don't do
Yeah.
during the week. So, and as you know, with my kids, like it's like I literally can't do anything. Like the show, for instance, I can't even do the show until my kids are asleep, which is why we do the show
Right.
so late. So like,
Right.
um, so
We're
I
the
get
late
why
show.
sometimes like you just can't dip into the bag so deep because of that
Right.
as well. So it's okay to like, there's popular things for a reason. Like it's okay to like watch The Matrix. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right. Right.
now that's like a cult classic as well, but like that's also a big ass movie versus like something more niche. But
Yeah.
with something like this, I mean, it happened with my mom too. Like I'm the one that puts my mom on the movies, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's crazy because I got my love of movies mostly from her,
Mm-hmm.
because we used to go all the time, and I kept that tradition going with my wife as well. But like, she would refuse to watch any movie that has subtitles, for instance. Like, she would not watch any movie not in English.
We're
No
talking
matter what.
about your mom or your wife?
My mom. My
Oh,
wife's
okay.
never had that problem, but my mom would refuse to do it. So when she came down, there was a movie at the time that was just freshly out, Parasite, which eventually won Best Picture at the Oscars. She was like, I don't know, I don't want to like, and I was like, no, I'm taking you to see it. So I took her to see it, and she was like, she like loved the movie, right? Like she
Mm-hmm.
loved it. And now when she came down this time, she's been telling me she's like added like she's watched a French movie and all this stuff. She's added from that because like Netflix, as people shit on as much as you want, but like you can watch a lot of foreign shit on
Yeah,
there.
Netflix is actually goaded. Like,
Like they
period.
they have literally greenlit so much foreign stuff, like to the
Yeah.
American market, especially
Yeah.
Korean stuff. Like Squid Game's Korean, but like Squid Game's just like scratching the surface, right? That's the big
Right.
one. But there is so much stuff on there that's like really, really good. And Netflix is letting us watch it. Same thing with like Tubi and stuff, right? Like Tubi is allowing us to get this foreign stuff for free, and it kind of just opens the doorway, because like I think the director of Parasite said, if you get past the 2-inch barrier of subtitles, you open up so much more movies to watch, and I agree with that. But I'm also more of a like I fucking watch movies. Like I'm
Right.
like I watch movies, and I'm looking at films, and then like I watch things for certain reasons. Like it's just like music. Like I feel like Marvel and DC movies to me are like trap music. Like they're my fun music. I'm a nod my head a bit, but I'm not gonna like go crazy with awards or anything for it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like I'm in there. But then I watch like a movie like the one we just saw for a specific reason, because I'm like, this movie's gonna fucking be a movie, like a feeling. So that's kind of what I want to try. That's what I mean by comfort zone. Like I'm gonna give you a movie that you might not have ever watched unless it's for like an episode, you know what I mean? Like, and then like kind of see where it goes. I'm not gonna just like keep throwing like forage at you. I mean, I might just throw one or two here and there, so you could be like, "Damn, I watched this fucking movie all in Korean." You know what I mean? Like, and same thing with you. Like, I mean, I know you're gonna throw some movies at me that I might not want to watch, but I'm gonna watch them anyway. But
to touch on the foreign film aspect of things again briefly, I don't know if you saw that our president had threatened to
double the tariffs on any movie made outside of America.
Right. Shortly there, which he made that comment shortly after we got the numbers back from Demon Slayer, which you and your wife went to go see.
Yeah, smashing the box office, bro.
Didn't it like 600 million or some shit?
Yeah.
Like it don't even make sense.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Demon Slayer. I remember when the first movie came out, or
Mugen
the first
Train.
one that people were going crazy for.
Yeah.
And now Zach was like this shit crazy. Like he torrented it and watched it multiple times.
Globally,
I was like, bro,
Mugen Train made $1 billion globally.
Wow. So we'll get into details of Demon Slayer another episode. But do you think that Demon Slayer had anything to do with that comment? Because that's the only foreign film that really just like it could, at the time for the time that we're talking about.
I mean, I'm sure it had a factor in it. But you got to think as well, like sometimes you don't like, because basically he said any movie made outside of America. Do you know a lot of these movies they make are filmed outside of America? Like the Odyssey is not being filmed in America.
And they're saying, didn't Marvel say they're about to leave Atlanta and go to like London or some shit? Like they're finna start filming all their shit like somewhere else.
Not all of it, but part they're gonna open up partial stuff for like for the Avengers stuff. They're filming part of it there and here, so they get like different vibes for like the different universes. But yeah. So that would basically like that would count, right? So like the movie is not made, like part of the movie is not made. So basically they're trying to quote unquote make them all in America, but like that just limits so much stuff you can do. Like because when one of the first things you do when you get into pre-production of a movie is you go scouting for locations for filming, right? Like, because not everything is filmed in a studio. There's a bunch of stuff that's filmed on location. I know Marvel movies are not a great example because a lot of it's special effects, but like The Odyssey is a great example. That's all on location. It's Christopher Nolan. He doesn't really do green screen and that shit. Really.
Right. He's a practical nigga.
So they're out there somewhere, like in Europe, filming this movie. Like so, that would be tariffed at that point because you're you're basically paying another government to film there, right? So I don't think this is gonna go through myself, but He just, he's just all smoke and mirrors, bro.
Right.
He just be talking shit. But
People were joking about Demon Slayer doing so well.
I guarantee though that
Timing it with the
that definitely, because bro, you're thinking of an anime movie, fucking
yeah
smoking regular films, bro. Like
yeah
now it took a lot of people put a hard work in this movie, but it doesn't cost like a normal movie costs. That's an anime.
yeah of course
movie, right? So
yeah,
like
of course.
that's bread, bro. That's motion. But
shout out to Demon Slayer, bro. I don't know nothing about it, but shout out to it.
Anyway, so speaking of films, me and Chris went to go see Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, called One Battle After Another. Heavily marketed. I've never seen a Paul Thomas Anderson movie marketed as much as this one. Like literally bus ads, commercials. There's Leonardo DiCaprio's doing fucking interviews, which he doesn't ever do.
It took him 10 years to write and make this movie.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I had some information on that as well. Like
I can understand why there's so much goddamn publicity around this shit.
Yeah, so he definitely had been working on it. It's based off a book called Vineland, by Thomas Pynchon. And yeah, he'd been working on it for 10 to 15 years is what I think roughly what he said. And he kept redrafting the script because he wanted to get it right. And it just so happened that like he addressed that like the subject matter is kind of prevalent right now, but it wasn't meant to really be like a
to come out like it when it did type
so
shit.
it just happened to work that way. But yeah, so this movie called One Battle After Another. Incredible cast, like literally like Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Tiana Taylor, and newcomer Chase Infinity. Let me tell you, she's gonna be something for sure. But in all the marketing that we saw, it doesn't give too much away about what this movie's truly about.
True.
And before we get into that, I will say there will be spoilers coming up when we get into like the nitty gritty of the movie. We're not going to talk about it first, but there will be spoilers for the movie. I would say if you haven't seen this and you're interested, once we get the spoilers, do not listen, because I think the less you know about this movie, the better going into it because of the way it is. That really stands for most Paul Thomas Anderson movies, but especially this one because of the narrative structure is interesting, and then when it shifts, it changes like the whole thing.
That's why I think it's actually hard to even discuss the film, like to even try to categorize the film. Mm-hmm. I don't even know how you would. It's this, but it's that, and then it's got this. So like it would be too hard to like pinpoint to sell to audiences for real.
Right. So we'll go over the general information first. So, like I said, Leonardo's in here. Another hell of a performance.
Bro ain't missed yet, bro.
I like when like Leo's funny. I don't think people really realize that his comedic timing is really, really good. Yeah. And I like when he plays a grub, like a guy that's just like dirty and just like not doing shit. Like I like when he plays that character because he plays a disheveled person really well, and I like him. Like I liked him a lot in this movie. I will like, and then Benicio's always a treat, bro. But he had so much fun in this movie, like just as a fun character. And then Sean Penn, bro, like played a fucking outstanding villain,
maniac, man.
But the way he did his mannerisms, he had like a certain walk, like
shit.
Yeah, like everything he was doing, like I was like, yo, like he is like really like embodying this character right now, and he's killing it. And then Chase Infinity, like I said earlier, I think she's like in her mid-20s. She was incredible. Like and like her like spot in the movie doesn't come until later, but like every scene that she's in, she's very impactful. and I really, really want to see her more stuff because like she's really, really good. Now, Paul Thomas Anderson movies are kind of like Denis Villeneuve's movies, where they don't make a lot of money. They're just always like really solid movies. Usually in an award category somewhere, and they make like just enough to like kind of break even or more, but they're there to be like the pure directors making films. Like when the studios are like, hey, we don't have any crazy movies, let's just put out a real film. This is who they call. They call Paul Thomas Anderson or like Dennis to do the thing, right?
Yeah.
But as a budget wise, this is one of his highest budgets. It's 130 million to 175 million with a marketing campaign. That's very high for a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. It's made.
You see every dollar. Every dollar.
The box office right now it's 66 million. So definitely not bad for a Paul Thomas movie. So for instance, Paul Thomas Anderson did Boogie Nights with Mark Wahlberg. He did There Will Be Blood, which won an Oscar a couple years back. He did The Master, which is like the Scientology movie. So he's done Licorice Pizza, which is a romance movie. I think that one bombed I think that one was a real bomb, but it was a good movie though, but it bombed really bad. But he's just like an auteur, like really, he really is. He's known for shooting like really long sequences that are just like, and they just zoom in on like random stuff. And he definitely does it here. This whole movie was filmed in VistaVision, which is a kind of a defunct film format, but basically it's like instead of a normal, like imagine a normal TV screen, like a 16:9, but with VistaVision it like extends all that. So basically it's like a bigger shot, so you get more environment in your shot, and it definitely has a really film feel when you watch it. Just interesting stuff that he did for the movie. There's one sequence in particular I will talk about when we get to spoilers that really, really like set it off for me in particular. For his use of like space, like actual space, and like what, like just anxiety inducing stuff. Like he really did it. But yeah, it's currently still at a 96% positive rating out of 331 critic reviews. That is an incredible stat. Like,
yeah,
that's an incredibly high stat. It's just doing really, really well critically. I haven't seen anybody give a negative review yet, from like critical or like personal. I've been telling everybody I know to see it, but at the end of the day,
I did on Twitter say,
hey, Ryrie 7. I'm pretty sure that's Ryan. He just
yo.
Yeah.
I did see a nigga on Twitter say that they made the film a 2+ hour movie feel like a tight hour 45. Right. I said no. I was like, that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. So the movie's 2 hours and 47 minutes.
Yeah, no.
Now it does feel long, but
yeah.
But I will say, to that point, I didn't feel like I was sitting there for a long time. But
I would say that too,
because
but I won't say it did not feel like an hour.
No, 45. Yeah, because there is a lot of narrative, right? But the way he does it makes it feel like it moves at a great pace. Like
right. Right.
And also, like, you're pretty locked in the whole time. Like, you're
I agree.
You're focused.
So the time thing is interesting to me because I believe him was like an hour and some change, but not a very long movie. But it felt like I don't know. I want to. It starts with the E. I can't think of the word, but like it's not engaged. But it felt longer than it actually was. There was a lot happening, and it kept you like involved.
Mm-hmm.
So like a shorter film feeling longer because there was so much happening, versus a long film not feeling as long because it wasn't a lot happening. Everything kind of led to the next step in the film. So
I'm drinking, bro.
I just that's the only thing I saw that I personally didn't agree with about the film. But everything else, like yeah, Chef's Kiss, like one of the best films I've seen recently, as far as like movie go.
Yeah, I would go so far as to say it's my favorite film of the year so far, and we only have a couple months left. I'm pretty sure for B. It was Sinners, but now it's this movie.
Best, yeah. The only two films I've seen that I would like want to see again is this and him. Like I would pay to go see those again.
Okay, got it. But okay, just to give you a like cloud synopsis, that won't basically Leonardo DiCaprio is in a revolutionary group. They're based off of actually a real group that ended up bombing themselves, but they're in the movie. They're called the French 75. Leonardo DiCaprio is like
speaking. That's what happened.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio plays like the demolition guy for bombs and fireworks and such. And he's not really in it to be a revolutionary per se. He's in it because Tiana Taylor is in the group, and that's his lady, and she's kind of like the leader almost. And she's like the voice, and she's like coming up with the plans and like places to hit and things like that. And she's very, very straightforward. She's giving everybody her name. And basically they go do revolutionary stuff together. And in that time frame, they end up meeting Sean Penn, who's a military guy. He becomes involved, and then it basically goes through their journey to the present day. It looks like it's set like late 90s to the early 2000s to now.
Because the song they played in the movie was Obama, so
yeah,
probably that year. Because probably
so,
that year.
And anything after that, it would be kind of like in spoiler territory, to be honest with you. But basically,
I did like little fun fact or whatever. I watched a couple of the cast interviews, and Del Toro, they asked Del Toro like, how did Paul like ask you to be a part of the film? And he said he sent me a picture of a tiger in a kimono. And he was like, was it a real tiger? He was like, yeah. And he was like, it was actually in the film, and I wasn't even paying attention. And they showed a clip of the tiger poster in the film in his dojo, and he was like, I know exactly what you want me to do. And Tiana's character what's her name? Persephone? What is it?
Yeah. I don't want to say it wrong because he says it a lot.
Yeah. It's definitely a name.
Perfidia Beverly Hills. That's right.
Perfidia is a name of a Spanish song. Okay. But it's about a woman, and the woman, he based her character off the woman they were singing about in the song. Because that is a name. It's a name, goddammit. I ain't never heard that shit in my life, but it's a Spanish name. And those are like the little two like things that they said that I wouldn't even thought to like even care enough to whatever. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like the themes of this movie is like growing up, honestly, like when shit happens, like do you move past what you've been working toward, or do you stick to what you were doing, right? And then also like moving on from your past, and just growing up, like moving past what you used to do and becoming a new person, and then also being a parent. Like that's really the main themes that this movie is delivering, with some social messaging sprinkled here and there. This movie is pretty funny. It's not a comedy, but there is a lot of funny parts. Ryan, what is Ryan keep? Ryan, I got it. I'm drinking, bro. He keeps redeeming our channel points for hydrate.
Mhm.
We drinking, bro. We drinking. I got a pickle margarita beatbox, if you can believe it.
Stomach gonna be fucked up.
Ryan, save your channel points, bro. I got some good rewards on there. You don't have to use them all right now, bro.
So I will say this because it's social media. Everybody's been quoting this part, tweeting this part of the film.
Is it a spoiler?
I mean, people are tweeting it though,
Okay.
like the actual scene.
Just say spoiler.
Spoiler alert: there's a part in the film when Del Toro gets pulled over, and like the cops were like, "Have you been drinking?" He's like, "Oh yeah, just 3 small beers."
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Yo, he's finna win an award off that alone." I was like, "Yeah, he's like one of the like high points of the film for me."
Oh, he was incredible. So
yeah, I think everybody did a great job though. Even I haven't seen Regina Hall in too many serious roles.
absolutely
Not serious in the sense of like a lot of dramas happening,
but a movie like this,
her character is like very grounded.
Yes,
and like
she had a lot of it because her character was given a lot of tough choices, and you can feel it like in her facial expressions in the movie.
Yeah,
like I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Because you could tell she was just over all this shit. Like she was just done, like doing it. But I would say 100% see this movie. It's 100% worth seeing in the theater. And I can't really say too much good things about it. It's my favorite film of the year so far. I'm 100% gonna buy this movie. I'll probably like on a if they have the steelbook for sure. If not, the 4K version of it. Chris the next day literally texted me and said, I have to see that shit again. Like he literally said that.
Yeah. It's a really good film, bro. Like we haven't seen too many. I ain't gonna say we ain't seen too many good movies in the last few years. I just started getting back into going to the movies for real. Yeah. Like the only time I would go is for these like huge Marvel events.
Yeah, that was
like
back.
Jordan Peele, Get Out was one I had to go see. That Power Rangers movie they did a few years back, had to go see that. It's like huge from my childhood. Mighty Morphin, of course. So for a while it was a dry spell. Like I would have like Ryan or Dalton be like, "Yo, we went to the movies. We went to go see this," and it was da 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 da. Oh, Batman, Dune. Like more recently, the films that are coming out here lately, like I've definitely been like, I gotta go see that like immediately. It's just too much like hype around it. I like the actors in it. I'm not, but like unlike Dalton though, as far as when it comes to film, I'm not hypercritical of shit. I try to get the direction the director or the writer was trying to take us. Like being in the arts myself, like I feel like it's hard to be super critical of niggas when they're creating because they have a vision. Of course, you can like critique the execution, maybe, but overall, like I have a very hard time critiquing films. I don't have a hard time critiquing actors though. That's why I hate Anthony Mackie. You know what I'm saying? Top of my shit list.
That's usually that's an easy thing to spot though.
Yeah.
If a performance is lacking, you could tell that easier than like the other stuff. But
type shit.
We both recommend it, but I'm gonna tell this one more time. We're about to go into full spoiler mode. I'm gonna give you a second. We're about to go into full spoilers ahead. I'm gonna put spoiler warning in the description if you watch it afterward. At this point right here. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So these people, the French 75, they're liberating immigration camps. So very prevalent for right now. And the first scene we see of them liberate is an immigration camp. I believe it's California. It's ran by Sean Penn, who is a really, really weird military person. Tiana Taylor runs into him at the camp, and she's basically like, I'm liberating this motherfucker. And I forgot to give her props. she generally is not an actress, but she did a really, really good job in this movie.
She's been
So
getting her chops though.
yeah, so I don't know if like how much input she had on this character herself, but
Hmm.
it definitely felt like she helped craft this character though. Had a
Hmm.
lot of attitude. I could feel it. And then like her and Leo's chemistry was really, really good. So
Yeah.
now she runs into Sean Penn's character. His name, he's like at the time I think he's
Lock.
a colonel. It's Colonel
Yeah.
Lockjaw, but he becomes like a general at some point, or
Yeah.
major I think. But he's a super weirdo. He has like a tick with his jaw that he does like that, and then he like walks really weird. He moves really strange. Very clearly attracted to Tiana Taylor's character. So she basically uses that to her advantage. And they get out of there. And that in the same vein, that's where you find out that Leo's not really in it for the revolutionary stuff per se. He's really in it because of her. And then we find out they're an item. We see them blow up some banks, some buildings, and things like that. That they warn they literally call the people like, "Hey, if you don't, since you didn't listen, we're blowing up this bank," and they blow it up. And they go through a couple years of that. There's a very pivotal one where they put a bomb in like a government building, and Sean Penn catches Tiana Taylor in the act, and he's like, "Hey, I don't give a fuck what you blow up." He's like, "But if you want to keep doing what you're doing, meet me at this location at 1700 hours or whatever." And so she dips off. So yeah, and he's been basically stalking her, watching her do her thing. He like literally shows him jacking off in the car at her, like working. He's he's a creep. He's a super creep. So she ends up meeting him at a hotel.
Motel.
Yeah. And they get busy. But she's really kind of running the show. And she basically tells him to shut the fuck up. She's doing it to get basically get him off the trail, you know.
Yeah.
But she does end up having sex with this man. And then we later find out she's pregnant, and once Leo finds out she's pregnant, all he's worried about is the baby being born, really. And he's like telling the other people like, damn, she's acting like she's not even pregnant. Like she's shooting guns while pregnant. Like, so baby comes as a baby girl. And there's a very pivotal moment. This is kind of where the story goes into like where it's really going. There's a moment where Tiana's giving a monologue about, am I a piece of shit because I'm jealous of my baby? Of my baby, because basically ever since she was born, like all he cares about is her, and like I'm just like chopped liver. But then you see her; she's always going out at night doing her thing,
Avenging.
So one night, like the baby's crying, and then he's like, "Yo, where are you going? Like, you don't have to do this anymore. We're a family now. Like, we have her to worry about." And basically, Tiana's like, I choose myself, as I always have, and like I will not conform to your standards, basically. And he was like, he basically said, what the fuck are you talking about? Right? And that night, basically, she leaves, and then the next operation she does, they rob a bank, and she shoots a guard. Because he wouldn't stop moving. And then basically they all get caught. Well, no, they all get away, but she gets caught because and Sean Penn's character visits her in the hospital because she got beat the fuck up, basically. And he gives her an ultimatum like, hey, if you give me the names of the people, I can get you into the witness protection program. And she snitches. But it comes, she snitches, but it's basically comes out that she died during the snitching. So like she snitched, and then yeah, I don't know what that noise is, man. That's so weird. But she snitches. She gets put into a house like in the suburbs, and you see a scene of like them like murdering all the
Some of
other members.
the freedom fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sean Penn's thinking they're gonna have this house together, like that's gonna be his like little second home or whatever. And eventually, she says "fuck that" and she dips off to Mexico. She's never seen again. But to Leo, she's dead. They tell her, and then basically the remaining people are like, "Hey, they give him a whole plan. You're gonna go to this place, and which I think is near El Paso, I believe." And he takes his daughter, and they go on the run, and they have new identities and everything. And it becomes 16 years later, and then Chase Infinity is his daughter, and then basically Leo's been leading like a fucking paranoid life for 16 years, but he clearly didn't super follow the protocol. He's just been kind of like living his life, but like paranoid. Like he doesn't have cell phone, like all this shit. Like I'm not gonna go through every story beat from this, but this is where the movie like really starts about the daughter and the dad's like dynamic, like because she's like, why are you doing this? Like you, like you're just like a deadbeat. And then you find out that Sean Penn's been invited to this very hilarious like exclusive club that ends up being like a white supremacist club. They're called like the Order of Saint Nick or something like that. They say Merry Christmas to each other because it's like all the pure white brotherhood or something. And they invited him to go, and they basically tell him like, hey, do you have any relations that we should know about with other races? And he's like, no, sir. And at some point in the film, he gets a tip of where Leonardo DiCaprio's at and then the girl's at. So there's a whole through line in the movie about whose daughter is this at some point. Like you catch on to it early, but like that's where it comes into overdrive is this.
Yeah.
And then in this you meet Benicio del Toro's character. He literally has nothing to do with the freedom fighters at all. He is the daughter's sensei. I don't know what martial art is, but he's a martial arts teacher.
Jiu-jitsu, I believe.
Okay, so that's her teacher, but he lives in this town that is primarily immigrants, and they like have like a community of like immigrants, and they protect each other basically. And Benicio is like one of the leaders, so he has like all these immigrants like in these crazy spots in his like in like this like drugstore thing. Like they just pop up in there. Like, it's like a back room that has like all these people in there.
But the drugstore is like connected to an apartment like complex.
It's crazy
type situation.
Like, how they have it set up. But
yeah,
so he has nothing to do with the freedom fighters. He's completely like outside of this. But he's like the funny part about his character is he's calm the whole movie. Like so there's all this shit happening around him. He's just like ocean waves, chill.
Yeah.
And the one that he's talking about with the cops pulling over, he's like, have you been drinking? Yeah, a few. And then she's like, what'd you throw a car? Just some trash. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like he's like not bothered by anything the whole movie.
Yeah.
And basically that's the only person that like Leo could turn to in his time of need. So this isn't there, like you basically see there's a cat and mouse between Sean Penn and Leo trying to get to the daughter. The daughter eventually gets taken at some point in the movie by Regina, who was one of the revolutionaries back in the day. and she was there when all this stuff went down, and she basically just like trying to get the girl to safety because like she has nothing to do with any of this shit. She's just a
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
So the cat and mouse, like Leo's trying to find her, Sean Penn's trying to find her. She goes into hiding at this like nunnery, and that's when you find out that everybody in the revolution like knows that her mom's a snitch, and she never knew about her mom. She was told her mom was a hero, not a snitch.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all that, and then Leo's just bumbling his way to his daughter, like literally with Benicio's help. He's just like, and the funniest joke is this reoccurring joke where he's trying to call for help from the revolution, and they keep asking for passwords. He's like, I don't remember the fucking password. It was 16 years ago, and the guy will not connect him to any help. So there's a part where he's in Benicio's apartment, and he pulls like a "I'm gonna talk to your manager" move, and he ends up talking to one of his homies.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You dumb fuck! This is the hero, or whatever." He's like, and he gives him like an easy answer, like, "What's my favorite type of woman or whatever?" And he answers it, and the dude tries to apologize. Like, he's like, "Oh, you trying to apologize? I know you don't have fucking kids, you asshole." Like, he's just like going in on this fucking guy on the phone. But that was a funny joke of the whole movie. But then there's the third party that gets involved, which the white supremacist group figures out that Sean Penn had relations with Perfidia. And mind you, during this whole time, Tiana Taylor does not show up ever again in this movie. Like, she gone. So then you have a three-way chase between the white supremacist guy, Sean Penn, and Leo. But do you think the white supremacist group is looking for the daughter, but they're actually just looking for him?
The Sean Penn's character, Lockjaw.
Yeah, so there's the scene I was talking about earlier. There's a scene where the daughter is stole a car. She's on the highway, but it's a highway like in the desert with like mountains and stuff. There's nobody else on the road, right? So, and it's very hilly, like up and down hills. And the way he shot this scene was while she's driving, he goes in the cockpit for a little bit and then zooms out to the road, up and down hills. And then you eventually see a car on the horizon behind her. And it's like that for 10 minutes. Like, it just, and there's not any talking. There's just like this build up music.
All you hear is the engine of the cars.
Yeah. And they're going up and down the hill, and he keeps zooming in and out between the cars and the road. And you're like, is he chasing her? Like, you can't really tell what's happening, but like, it gave me so much anxiety because of the way he shot it. But I would say that's like the highlight scene of the film. And then eventually, of course, you get the resolution between her and her father and all this stuff. So I'm not gonna like reveal every single detail of the plot, but basically, like, this moves at a very smooth pace, and like, I didn't think the narrative was I didn't think they were gonna have a white supremacist group in this movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think, but the way the trailers made it seem was like Benicio was like his like teacher in the revolutionary like army, but like he had nothing to do with any of that. He was just like hiding immigrants. And him to just literally help at the drop of a dime was like really cool. And he was just like super chill. And then the daughter going through what she went through, and like her being very capable, like and like just not losing her cool through everything, was it's just all around good writing, man. Like, for real. Like, it's such a well written. I can tell he worked on this for a long time. And I like the title a lot because it really is one battle after another. Like, it literally is just always something in the movie. And I like how the movie ends. I think it has a very it has a very nice ending to the movie. And I don't want any sequels or anything from this movie. I just want it to be this.
No, hell no. Can't be no sequels.
And I think Leo, as always, was in his bag, like he really was. And this movie should be nominated for some kind of award at the end of the day. But do you have any more thoughts about this movie before we get into the album that we matched to it?
Yeah. Shit, I don't know. Well, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna get my little part that it's all tied together.
Mm-hmm.
But it's three different parts of the movie where this becomes like very relevant. So Leo's character gives his daughter this tracker thing. If he has one, she has one.
Mm-hmm.
They're like 100 feet within each other. The trackers will go off.
Yeah.
Of course, my like expectations of what that means, like, oh, Tiana might pop up.
Yeah.
Come say the day.
Yeah.
Like, you have these a bunch of thoughts about like where the story could go as it's going on, right? But as Dalton was saying, Leo's was a part of this group, and they have these passcodes and shit. Like if you say Hakuna Matata, you're supposed to say it means no worries. You know what I mean? It's that type of situation. And his daughter knows the mantra, so he Leo's character is paranoid as fuck, but he still lets his daughter be a kid. Lets her go to the dance.
Yeah, she went to like prom or whatever. Yeah.
That's where Obama plays. Definitely, you know what I'm saying. Fire song, child, minus the allegations, of course. And that's where Regina pops up on her at the dance. She says the mantra to her. She says it back. She's like, "You trust me? Come with me. You in danger." And then the journey begins.
She hits the fan right there. Yeah.
So, as Dalton was just explaining, this part is what I think took me like to the next level with the film personally. After the chase scene is over, there's still some like, what's happening? Who is that? Da da da. Right. So the daughter is like ducked off. Like she can't tell who's about to walk into her line of sight. The way she's ducked off, she's like laying low, right?
Yeah, she's looking behind like rocks
So Leo's creeping up like out of angle or whatever, but like she knows somebody's coming. So he finally gets in front of her and he's like, "Oh my God, thank God I found you," type shit. And she's still like, "Nigga, what's the mantra?" And that to me was like, damn. Like that made me sit back and think like, you've been my dad. You're the only dad that I know. You've been my protector, the only protector that I know. And I still don't know if I can trust you, nigga. Like, you tell me the mantra. Like, why should I trust you type shit? After everything I just been through. All the shit that you didn't tell me. The shit you told me about my mom, which wasn't true. Like, all this danger because of things that you omitted. Like, tell me the mantra, nigga. And she finally, of course, obviously, she's like, okay, the sun sets in the east, whatever the fuck. And they like hug it out. But that part was like, damn. Like Dalton said, she did such a great job being a kid who was capable, obviously scared and like what the fuck, but like still focused. I think that comes from like obviously what her dad did tell her and Belicio's character being her sensei, and he's cool and everything, and his teachings like Yoda and shit, right? So she obviously has that in her. Obviously her mom too, with the freedom fighter shit, is just in her already. So like she's very capable throughout the film, but like, excuse me, that's what stood out to me the most. Like obviously, like again what Don said, Leo's bumbling through the film, don't know left from right, but he knows my objective is to get my daughter back to safety. Whatever it takes, whatever I gotta do. There's people in place that helped him because of Belicio and everything, got him out of like police custody in some parts and shit like that. Like I I definitely got to give the film is tens, bro, because it definitely is what it was. Now, when Dalton had came to me with the idea to try to compare this to an album, he has an album that like syncs up with this shit like uh perfectly or whatever through his lens. But I have a song in particular that speaks directly to the relationship between Leo and his daughter, Chase, in the film. So if you want to go ahead and get into that, we can. I don't know if you want me to start or you want to start with your.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in what song you picked, but the album I picked was Jay-Z 444 because a lot of that album is about family and like him getting over stupid shit that he did that could have ruined his family, but he got past it, and also like damn, I'm raising a daughter, I can't be doing this shit no more, right? So like, it is because I mean, obviously on a 1-to-1, like an album to this movie would be like weird, but like for thematically and vibe, like this 444 matches this really really well. For like for the most part. And of course, me and Chris have listened to this album fucking I can't even tell you how many times, but
favorite rapper, man.
It just synced up really well for everything that was being talked about. Like, I mean, just go off the track list alone, like, Smile, 444, A Family Feud, right? Like, I'll fuck up a good thing if you let me, you know, like that, like all that stuff, like everything on here, Legacy, like leaving, what are you leaving behind? Like all that stuff matches exactly what kind of like Leo goes through in this movie, from when he was just doing his shit to like, damn, I have a daughter now. Like that's all that matters to me. And then like, him trying, and then her being in danger, him trying to reclaim that. So, just in general, this album is just a fucking banger, bro. I mean,
can't go wrong with Hov ever. Actually, my song features Hov. Kanye West, Jay-Z, New Day, off of Watch the Throne. As soon as Dalton said he wanted to match it, I was thinking about the relationship between Leo and his daughter, and it took me to Jay-Z's verse where he starts like saying like, he's like, "Sorry, Junior, I already ruined you. You ain't even alive. Paparazzi pursuing you. Sins of a father make your life 10 times harder." I was just thinking about like, obviously that freedom fighter past decisions him and her mother made that are coming back to haunt them in the present, being pursued, obviously not by the paparazzi, but like metaphorically speaking, she's being pursued by some unsavory characters.
Yeah,
because of who her parents were. And I think that is just so important. Obviously, Leo thought he was doing the right thing by like ducking off. But again, not having the legacy in the history of your family can come back to haunt you. You don't know who you are. You don't know where you came from. So I thought that song really like resonated with me, thinking about it once Dalton.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
But that's why like, even when we started to like spitball ideas about this concept, I said Kanye West for like multiple movies, and Don was like, "We can't always pick Kanye." And I was like, "No, it's just crazy because Kanye has these theatrical type albums where it is built off a concept. You can even go Kendrick, but there's very few artists that, especially with rap or hip hop, that you can like, yo, this is that, right? So it's like, even like I said, for instance, him to me, total My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, aesthetic wise, top to bottom. Have you lost your mind? Tell me what it is. Like everything that happens in that album, is visually represented in that movie. Me and the Chick in Hollywood got him fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like a group of people, I can't say their name, you know what I'm saying, or race, you feel me? And these contracts they be throwing at people and shit like that to sign your life away. Like all these themes are being spoke of in that movie that Kanye was talking about in My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But with this film, it is a ride, right? Literally, which that last scene with the car chase going up and down the hill, the movie felt like that, ups and downs. Like Leo literally passes her on the road, and he don't even know it. He's not even paying attention to his little tracker or whatever. You know what I mean? Because he's so like, where the fuck is my daughter? What's going on? It's a very tense moment. But the ride is similar to what was happening in the film. And again, that to speak specifically to the father-daughter relationship, I picked New Day, and I thought it was perfect for that particular relationship of the film. What spoke to me the most?
Yeah, I mean that's why kind of like why I picked the 444 album though as well. Like I mean just to talk about the album for a second, like it was Jay-Z's 14th number one album. It had no singles. It just dropped. It dropped in it was a title exclusive at the time. Sprint bought 1 million copies to give to their customers. So it was like platinum out the gate. Like it was a very interesting. And then like the whole this happened after the whole like scandal with Solange and everything. So like
scene Lemonade.
Yeah, so we've never really seen him this way. When he like, and it's a 36-minute album. Like, it's very brisk, but like it's pretty much like all like very personal stuff. Like, I mean, of course he's had personal song before, but like every song having a meaning is like definitely was interesting, especially at the like how advanced like. And then it just proves like when you a rapping ass motherfucker, you just always a rapping ass motherfucker, really. Like, cause like to start off with Kill Jay-Z, and this whole thing's produced by No ID as well. So
shout out to Dion, man.
Yeah, Dion Wilson. Dion Wilson.
Is that his last name?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just know his name Dion.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dion. Came up with a new technique for sampling on that album in particular, which he called scrubbing. Technique that you actually have to know what the fuck you're doing to use. Trust me, I've tried.
Because I revisit this album again for this episode, right? Like so, that in particular, I was paying more attention to the production on like this time around. I mean, I knew the beats were fire, like that's automatic, but like I really was looking at like listening to like what he was like doing. And obviously some are more advanced than others, but like when you listen to like 444, for instance, like
I think Kill Jay-Z is the pinnacle of the technique. If you listen to what he did with that sample, that's what he created. But I wanted to get that out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the 444, like for instance, like that, the way he chopped that up, and then the way Jay-Z was rapping over that, like the whole song just sounds remorseful, right? Because that's like his apology, is that song right there. And then we get to Family Feud where they record Beyonce and then they loop her, and she's singing over herself. Like that's such like you like bro, if you get Beyonce as a feature, like you don't just do that normally.
Yeah.
Right? Like
yeah.
I mean that's his wife, but like, and then her just coming in with amen, like, and just like all that stuff sprinkled in on top of her loop. Like I forgot how much like that song banged, bro. Like that song bangs.
Oh, Marcy Me is another good example of that scrubbing technique as well.
Okay, and I know that's the joint where wing it through the scope. Like that's the
that's the best like rapping on the album, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
Everything else was kind of like free form,
Yeah.
thoughts, poetry, spoken word. Marcy Me, that boy was like, yo, I can still get in pocket
Yeah.
and I can still drop these motherfucking lines, nigga.
Look, because yeah, like, but like, and then now when I listen to it, like when I listen to it after watching this movie, I was like, yeah, this is the right choice, because like it kind of goes through a similar progression of the movie, really. The only thing that like doesn't really match is the like story of OJ, but like that's fine though, because like
Yeah.
But everything else kind of matches up, and I don't even know like where I rank this on Jay-Z's album, but it's definitely up there. Because the more personal someone can get sometimes, like that's like you because a lot of times with rap music, you're not getting this level of like personal like drilling in, depending on who it is.
Yeah,
but generally Jay-Z no.
Yeah.
But like, so like I
well,
said,
I don't know about that either. Like, I think Jay-Z, like you said, he sprinkles shit in there. To this extreme, no.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But like,
yeah, like
you know, he talked about his dad being like drugs, taking
Sure.
his dad away from the home.
Yeah.
He's talked about obviously stabbing niggas and shooting his brother and getting caught with this and getting robbed, not robbed, but like work getting took. So there's he's expressed feel. The one thing he that is constant throughout his music is like, regardless of where I come from in these circumstances, you're not gonna tell me who I can and can't be,
right,
and what I can and can't have. You know what I'm saying? But I said that to say because I remember when the 444 talk was like, very like Jay-Z doing the album, like what's going on, like it was still kind of up in the air a little bit.
Yeah, Shadow Drop almost. They had a little like commercial.
There was a big leak. I remember you sent it to me,
Yeah.
and I sent it to Brittany. But he was like, he did an interview with I think Elliot and B-Dot. He was like, I always had these themes in my music. It was just sprinkled in, and now it's like concentrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then I remember his famous line was like, "Truth be told, I would rap like Kweli, but I've been, you know the line, I've been rapping like blah blah blah, and I ain't trying to rap like Common Sense or whatever." The basically saying like, I want to rap like these you know like purist rap, but I make so much.
I make fly shit,
I want to be.
You know?
I make so much money. Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
everybody was saying like, this is him finally.
I mean,
tackling that lane or whatever.
Yeah, it's also just like it's also like it's good to have an album with a point, right? Like an actual point. Like of course songs have points, but when an album has a point, that's a whole different matter, right? Like but it's just all, like I said, it's also good to just have like a rapping ass motherfucker being a rapping ass motherfucker, right? And if this ends up being his last project, that's fine with me, right?
No.
I don't want him to retire, but like he's doing other shit, right? Like I can't. But
that can't be his last album. The next album could be his last album.
You think he got one more in him?
Oh yeah.
The Black Album too?
Nah, I think it's gonna be a Blueprint-esque album.
Okay.
I think he's gonna be like, this is okay. We gotten away from this. Let's get back to this.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's gonna give me some. He's gonna do, if he's gonna do it, he's gonna do some more fly shit to end it off with. But yeah, man, I can't say it good enough about this album. But I really think that if you do see this movie, check if you never heard Jay Z 444, listen to that like 100%. Like just do that. But like, um, if you watch it in conjunction, like right after the other, like you'll see what we're talking about. Like it will pair really well. Also, of course, if you haven't listened to Watch the Throne, like of course, listen to New Day. But the whole album is a banger, of course. Um, I, that album's so good, I threw a fucking listening party at my house so people could listen to fucking somebody else's album. Like,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, again, that New Day record, even I didn't even have any fucking kids when I don't have any fucking kids, but that shit resonated with me. Shout out to the RZA, bro. I don't feel like the RZA gets enough
he does it.
credit for his like production. I know he's done some out there things,
Yeah.
obviously, music choice wise and film wise, fashion wise, speech wise. But that song in particular, sampling Nina Simone, the drums, the little triangle sounding thing on the snare that he uses that kind of snap you back into what's being said at the time. It hits. Um, again, that song is just perfect for me for that film. The content matter.
Yeah. I mean that's great that you had like immediately like you're like that's exactly what.
Yeah, bro, because that relationship, like I had to like empathize with the daughter and all that. Even Leo, and a big major spoiler because this is a huge point to like cap off my thought about that relationship. I don't. Again, this is a huge spoiler. If you don't want to hear this shit, leave. Okay.
Countdown.
3, 2, 1. I'm glad Leo does not know that she's biologically not his daughter.
Right. Or that his wife snitched.
Cheated on him, nothing. Like, to see what damage was done to him already. See, a nigga like me, right? You know, I do my little drugs, you know what I'm saying? I drink.
What?
You know what I'm saying? When I'm battling demons, I'm fighting, or whatever the case may be.
What?
In Leo's case, and maybe my case too, like we're battling demons, depression, whatever, just trying to put one foot in front of the other, right? If he took it that hard that like love of his life died, have to do all this, and he's getting high and drunk every day, imagine finding out that like, on top of that, that would kill him. You know what I mean? The type of character he would have played, it would have killed him.
Yeah.
So like I'm glad the daughter knows for herself because she didn't tell because she know her father wouldn't be able to handle that, but she's strong enough to like move forward with her life, and not only that, continue on the work that her parents, Leo and Tiana, started, but doing it her way, the right way, and him trusting her to be safe, knowing that she could take care of herself, handle herself. She got a fucking body already, dog. She caught a body, bruh.
Yeah, she did.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really appreciate that they didn't. Bro, she was like, "You're not my dad."
She lit that motherfucker. She lit that motherfucker up too. She said this thing. He's like, "What the fuck you talking about?" She asked no questions, bro. Yeah. No.
But hey, I don't know if Leo. I mean, Leo did his role. He did it justice. I don't know who's getting awards from the movie. I know Sean Penn getting something for sure. I feel like we got more of him than anybody else.
He did really incredible. Like he was so good. Like you're like, this motherfucker's gross. Like so if you could make me like repulsed against you, like you're doing your job as an actor, right?
I don't know if you saw the press. Like they went to like like the opening day for the film, and it was like Leo, Sean Penn, the Chase chick, and there was somebody, maybe Belicio, and Sean Penn looked like he just woke up, didn't wash his face. Somebody was like, it looked like somebody threw a bomb under his bed, and that bitch went off, and he had to come to. His hair was all fucked up, like he looked like what the fuck just happened in the picture. But Sean Penn did a fucking brilliant job. I just don't see them giving Leo like one of the big ones for that role because
Yeah.
it wasn't enough of him. When it was him, it was obviously good, but I see them giving Sean Penn something for sure, 100%. Maybe like best supporting actress, maybe.
It would be
Maybe.
best supporting actor. It would be. Yeah.
Oh, actor. It wouldn't be actor or actress is one thing. They didn't separate that shit. I thought it was separated.
It is separate. That's what I'm saying. He would be.
Oh, there's an actor and actress, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see them winning something for both.
There's gonna be something won for this movie, 100%.
Yeah.
Whether it's cinematography, best director, whatever, something's gonna be won from this movie for sure.
And then the Steely Dan record that played, I don't want to do your dirty work.
Yeah.
No more. This shit threw me back to Soprano. Tony Soprano was singing that shit while he was driving. I was like, I fucking know this song because of the Sopranos. It's fucking crazy. Apparently, half of social media does too because of Sopranos. But shout out to Steely Dan. You heard?
But
and Obama again. That was a crazy needle drop. I just was not expecting that. Oh, another fun fact: Paul Thomas Anderson. What's his name?
Yeah, you got it right.
His daughter was in the film as well. She was one of the nuns.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I also didn't know that he was married to the Maya Rudolph or whatever.
I didn't know that either. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and the daughter that's in the film is named after Maya's mom, which is Minnie
represent. Yeah.
So all these little fun nugget facts. I didn't know they were married. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
I didn't know that either, bro.
Yeah, they got a kid together. She was in the film.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much all my thoughts on those two projects. What movie do you want me to watch for this next episode?
Now, I've been telling everybody and their mother about Seven. Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
That haven't seen it. I've rewatched it, not all the way through, but I've rewatched it twice recently. I'm going to give it a full rewatch again because it's on HBO Max right now.
I'll double check real quick for you, but
I'm pretty sure it's HBO Max.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Me and Ari just started it the other day, but I had to go to bed. And I was tired. But
it's good for a Halloween spooky.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I think next week we should definitely rewatch Seven. Or
okay.
for the come back with some thoughts. Some little fun facts I have for the film that I already looked up while watching because I was very curious.
What's in the box?
Yeah, if we can find out what was in the box, if you don't know.
Yeah.
It is possible that something else could have been in the box.
Of course. It's just like what's in the case on Pulp Fiction, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is only one or two things.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting to kind of figure that out. Oh no, well he does say what it was. So never mind, kind of. Yeah. Anyways, and as far as
we'll have to link. You'll find out next week. Yeah.
And I think it'll actually, I think it'll be better if we both come with our
idea
separate movie. I mean, separate song, album song, because we're going to interpret it differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I want to try Seven just because that's kind of where I'm liking everything about it right now. That's kind of that's
also
my jam.
good for October for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that movie. It's not a pleasant watch, but it's a good movie though.
It's a good, oh my god, it's not pleasant at all. That's a good choice of words.
If you've never seen Seven, it's about a serial killer who uses the 7 deadly sins for the kills. So like
for his murders, yeah.
Seven. Yeah. So that's all you need to know really to jump into it. But it's very harrowing.
Right now,
Morgan Freeman. So
yeah, I'll go check Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, one of her random
Elite White Milk.
Elite White Milk.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? Clean, pristine girl next door. Now I don't know if she girl next door, but girl next door is in my mind is not maybe the original use. I do want to ask you one more question that is uh, just been announced, actually, and then we can end on this. Your
Okay.
thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
It has been announced that Bad Bunny Benito has been selected to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show in San Francisco. Is that
I'll
where Super
check.
Bowl gonna be?
I'll check. Hold
I don't wanna do your dirty work no more.
on. Yep.
San Francisco. Now, obviously, I will say one or two things and I'll pass it on. He was not their first choice, so we heard. Taylor Swift turned it down. I was gonna say Taylor Scott.
Thank God.
uh,
Thank you.
and Adele apparently turned it down as well.
Damn, that would have been nice though.
So we landed on Benito.
Okay.
And I'm a fan of the work. I think it's great. We were talking about subtitles earlier for your mom because we definitely gonna need them. But the boy got some bops, and he's the highest selling artist right now.
Yeah.
Also, it was able to fucking fund Puerto Rico himself from his concerts or something.
Yeah.
Like he brought in so much money, like it
Yes.
changed the poverty rate or some shit. So I think it'll be dope. I think it's needed. Obviously, the whole concept of the halftime show has been let's get some more faces in there other than the fucking Dixie Chicks. Well, shout out to the Dixie Chicks and these fucking white people, no offense, and shit like that. Let's get some color up in there, man. Get some seasoning in there, dog. You heard? But how do you feel about that?
I mean, I love it. I mean, he's one of the biggest artists on the planet. Why wouldn't he be able to do the Super Bowl?
Yeah, and the ratings is finna be through the roof. He might have the highest ratings.
And I know people like if you don't know, like he actually is a really good performer too. So like, he got some shit. He got bangers, bro. Like I might not know what he's saying. It don't stop my enjoyment though. But he's actually talented. And he actually cares about his craft, and I know he's gonna come with a good show. And the people that are complaining about it, or you already know why. So, but it's stupid because Puerto Rico is an American colony. Like, what are we talking about?
You know, I dropped out of school. I was only there for lunch type shit, get my fits off. But even I knew Puerto Rico was part of the fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so people should shut the fuck up. Because NFL is trying to go international anyway. They have games in fucking Ireland, fucking England. They got fucking had a game. They have a game in Mexico. They have all. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think this is just it's perfect for the climate that we're in. We're not going to get political. Don't even want to touch on what these fucks are saying. They're potentially going to do once it come down to it. But I think this was a great choice. And again, this is another way to open some closed minds out there for sure, man. Y'all niggas can eat their food, you can drink their drinks, you can take their culture, but like you never want to see them in a position of power or you feel me, standing on some big business. You feel me? So I think it's a great choice. It could have been worse, Don, for you.
Absolutely.
They could have put Travis Scott up there.
The worst would have been Taylor Swift, honestly. But like,
really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
Like, if Taylor was on there, I probably would have turned the TV off until the show was over.
Do you think there will be a time when Jay-Z's done with the Super Bowl and they hand it over to whoever? Do you think they're ever going to let Chris get one?
Chris who? Chris Brown?
Duh, nigga. What other Chris is there?
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see Chris Brown do the Super Bowl show for sure.
He got to. But he got to have a phenomenal year.
But I'm sure they're gonna
No
tell him.
hiccups.
He's like he can't be fucking humping the girls on the stage. I'm sure, but like,
Man, if they let Usher take his shirt off, which I was not expecting, by the way, I was like, I thought about it, I was like,
a
boy,
shirt's
they're not
one
gonna
thing.
let this. They're not gonna let this nigga man pecs
But he
be
like
on
literally,
screen.
you know, his whole thing is he gets a girl on there and they
Yeah, he do the
So,
yeah.
I mean, but he gonna do all the
Yeah.
yeah. They can
Chris
let Chris do
Brown
it.
has to make a Confessions level album before they even consider that shit, nigga.
I mean, no,
He
has
got
enough.
boxed,
He has enough hits to make a show for the Super Bowl.
he can make a show.
I am surprised that it hasn't happened yet, but I mean,
I'm not.
really, I don't know.
The rumor has it Jay-Z hates Chris for that Rihanna shit still. Rumor has it. They both came out and said there's no issue, but business is business, man.
It is. Yeah.
But I'm on the side that if the girl forgave him,
I will not be surprised if he ever does it. Like that won't be a surprising occurrence for me.
I want to see it. I feel like Travis, they're going to give Travis one eventually.
I mean, Chris is a hell of a performer.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because that Astro World shit was very detrimental.
If Travis goes on there, if they give Travis one, they have to give Chris Brown one. That's just like only fair. Like
we letting all.
Yeah, you're just letting you're letting everybody do it
now.
Letting
all the sinners through the door.
Yeah, you're letting everybody in. Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. Never mind. I was trying to say something crazy. I'm glad I did.
Hold it back. Hold it back.
Oh, Chris almost came out just then.
All right. Well, I will definitely watch 7 again. I've seen it, but I'll definitely watch it again. It'd be nice to rewatch. It's been a couple of years anyway, so it'll be nice for a rewatch, and I can like really watch it.
One more thing I'm gonna say, and we can really. I'll be done for real. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Usually, I stay out of women business because that's women business.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But Cardi B and no children. I don't do that. No women and the kids, they don't get involved in the slop. But it's women doing it. Right? So they do what they did. A new fucking I don't even know what to call it. I was gonna say slur, but it's not a slur. A new disrespectful phrase or term or whatever has entered the lexicon, Dalton. And it might be the greatest thing I ever heard in my fucking life.
What is it?
Cardi B told Nicki Minaj that she's mad that her son's favorite color is 5. Hey, at that point, nigga, the gloves is fucking off. We boxing or somebody getting shot. That shit is so disrespectful, man. Like, when I read that shit last night, I said, is this shit real, nigga? Just say that? I started sending that shit to people immediately. I want to send it to you. There's kids and parenthood and all that is very dear. You would have been like, oh, Chris, we don't bring the kids in that. I needed some ignorance last night. Because that was some ignorant shit.
I would have laughed, bro. This is funny.
That shit blew my mind. Cardi B, the queen that you are. That was crazy, dog.
She's funny, bro.
Like, I never even thought to combine this shit together before. Like, that's how you know. Like, niggas talking about Cardi B don't right? She wrote that shit, nigga.
Yeah, she wrote that one.
That was all her bars, nigga. Oh my God. Yeah, that's going in the Hall of Fame. That's like tweet of the year, period. What you looking at? What happened?
My camera says there's someone on the front yard.
Uh-oh.
Usually it's from the neighbor, though.
But yeah, I had to get that off, bro. I obviously, you know, I'm also, never mind. We'll get into it later. But that's all I got to say. I was finna say, because like niggas just acting like Cardi and Nicki doing some like outlandish shit. I was like, Kendrick just called this nigga a pedophile and said that he should die. Like, there's so much more that could be. You feel me? Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I had to get that off.
I mean, Lil Kim and Foxy had a fucking Bentley off. They
Yeah,
were like, so
yeah,
like,
yeah.
sky's the limit,
And yeah,
baby.
I think Kim got the better of that one too. She was like,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
when
for
you
sure.
clean your rims, you mad that you still see B.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, come on, man. I
yeah.
mean, shout out to Lil Kim, Prophet. Nikki really does need help. I never was on that. I know she would say some outlandish shit
Yeah.
about people, and I was like, it's just Nikki being Nikki. But now I'm like, yeah,
Nah, she's
you can say,
there's
yeah,
something going on there. Yeah,
there's something going on there, man. Somebody do a welfare check, all right?
and
Because it's
it's yeah. I mean, we can, but it is unfortunate because like, regardless of everything going on, she is very pivotal to the game. Like, she definitely left a stamp. She's a very important figure, especially for women. Um, and I just hate to see how much hate she has in her heart for
yeah,
other artists. It sucks to see, really. I mean, like,
yeah,
how do you beef with SZA, bro? Like, how do you?
unproblematic. She may lie,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
that's it.
I mean,
Everybody
yeah,
lie a little
she
bit.
may lie, but she ain't like she don't shake no trees, man. Like
Yeah, she not. She not.
she just lying to
Yeah,
lie. She lying for the
yeah.
sake of lying, like
Which I love a liar to lie to lie, bro.
yeah, like
Like just lie to lie.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Little white lies. Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
but either way, um, yeah, bro, I'm excited to get into 7. I'm gonna have to think about an album for that though. That's gonna be um something to look at for sure.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, this is fun. Back to like us like getting into like stuff we really into. It'll be uh my dumb ass is going to a fucking Panther game next weekend. Uh,
What's their record right now?
they're terrible. They suck. They're 1-3. Um, we play the Cowboys next weekend. So me and the homie Ridge and my brother-in-law are going. Yeah, I mean, because Ridge has gone so many times with me, I wanted to actually go to a game with him that he actually could watch the Cowboys instead of just
Yeah.
watching a random team. So I'm just there for the vibes anyway.
That's what they say.
I mean, I really am. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just
So
kind of
you
keeping
think the
away.
Cowboys are gonna beat them? You're already.
I have no doubt in my mind. Yeah, we're gonna probably I'm probably gonna dog walk us, to be honest with you, but
Yeah.
um, but it is what it is. I mean, we've been bad for 8 years. I'm not expecting anything different, but I always have a good time.
Yeah.
It's just good going to
Charlotte's a
game.
beautiful city.
Yeah, I mean, and just the stadium's nice. I mean, being outside, looking at the thing. I mean, so of course I'll try to come back with some free T-shirts as always. So like,
Extra large, brother.
but yeah, man. Yeah, but it's cool. So yeah, I hope y'all like the new format. We're gonna be doing this from going forward. And if, of course, if we have a guest, we'll probably expand a little bit. But
Oh yeah, there is somebody that wants to come on next week, shoot the shit with us with some anime or whatever. But I'm gonna tell him we're gonna. He was he commented on the Dragon Ball Z anime clip.
Nimbus, yeah.
Yeah, Nimbus, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
He's been wanting
we'll
to come on for a while. Yeah.
yeah, we'll schedule something anime based. Maybe we can like pick one of the Dragon Ball Z films to watch, and we'll
Sure.
go in on that. Yeah, because they're all on Crunchyroll, right?
Now they are, yes. Yeah, the films are, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can go deeper in my bag on that if you want, but yeah, but cool. Yeah, I mean, he's been wanting to come on, for sure. Shout out to him though. He's been following us for a while. He taps in, and yeah, we'll definitely have I'm sure we'll have one of those when I pick a movie for you to watch. But yeah, just hit him up, see what he wants to do. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna get this shit all posted and everything. Chris, I'll probably talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know for one thing I'm doing tomorrow is playing Ghost of Yote. Y'all go get that. I have it downloaded already. I just haven't been able to play it, but I'm going to very soon. But yeah, y'all have a good evening. And if you're rewatching this, then a good day. We'll see y'all next time with
Namaste,
7
niggas.
and whatever album we pick.
Knickerbockers.